Hey, how are you? It's Rick Rose here, and today I thought we should do something a little different. This is a Get to Know Me Day. You probably have seen I've got a ton of videos uploaded to YouTube, and a lot of them are informational. A lot of them are training for flipping. As you probably know, I am a certified real estate investment coach, and I specialize in flipping. Uh, But what does that mean? Like, who am I? So let's go back. Let's go way back. I started off in my early 20s in the trades and got into the elevator trade, which was a fantastic job. I really did enjoy that. If you like anything about working with your hands and that, you had to be a bit of an electrician, a plumber, a sheet metal, hydraulic expert, tinsmith, laborer. I actually really enjoyed it. My first day on the job was a 25-story fourplex. And to get up to the 25th story, there's no elevators, so you had to walk. Man, I was in really good shape when I was working in the elevator trade. And back then, the whole thing was come 1st of December or so, everybody got laid off in most trades. And that included me, and I went into the liquor store here, going to buy just a little small bottle, and I saw everybody just flying back and forth. They're running all over the place. Everybody's very busy. And I asked for the manager. And I said, I'm in the elevator trade, got laid off. Do you need anybody help? I probably understand that you're building up for the Christmas season, so do you need any help? He said, yeah. What's your name? Yeah. And your phone number? Yeah, if we're interested, we'll give you a call. Gone. Just that fast. I thought, well, I know where that's going. That probably was a Tuesday or Wednesday or something, but that Saturday I got a call and they had a guy phone in sick. He was a full timer. He's going to be off for a long time, and obviously I wasn't a student. They hired a lot of students for the Christmas season. So I actually replaced him, and I was there from the 1st of December until end of March, and then got coincidentally got laid off at the liquor store, the LCBO, because the full timer actually came back, and also got called back to the elevators just about the same time. But it was the LCBO was wonderful. They had a thing called heat in the winter, and another thing called air conditioning in the summer. It was wonderful. So I actually applied for a full time job there. Spent 17 years in the LCBO, worked my way up, got into management, and then I guess semi-retired or left there for real estate. Went and got my real estate license, and I've been a realtor for well over 30 years now. The trip was wonderful. While I was working for the LCBO, that's basically set up kind of a base with a good government job. You could walk into a bank and pretty much do anything you wanted to do. So I started a little construction company and started to do renovations and flips, buy them. I was in probably my late 20s at that point. And actually treated it like a little side hustle and did very well at it. Did pretty much all the work myself, which was, incredible or excellent training. Um, while I was also in the LCBO, my ex-wife had a legal background, and we had twin girls. And she said, I really don't want to go back to work full time, with the twins. So I bought her a paralegal business in it's in Newmarket, Ontario, a small city, which was fantastic. We took, both of us took all the courses because I was still working full time at the liquor board. I specialized in landlord and tenant and small claims matters. She did pretty much everything else. We did really, really well at it. I wasn't there, I was at work, but this gentleman walked into the office one day, talked to my ex-wife, and said, would you consider selling? I'm a a lawyer from South Africa. I passed all the courses and everything, but they won't give me my lawyer's license because I don't have any practical experience. So I'd like to buy your paralegal business, and so that I can get the experience. And the Law Society said that would be fine. Go and get the experience. So we sold the business. Did again very well on it, and he bought the business. And last I heard, he got his lawyer's license, and everything was wonderful. So I continued flipping homes and that kind of stuff, and then got into real estate. Got out of the flipping of the homes for a while I concentrated full time on doing the real estate and helping people buy and sell their homes. Now, a few years ago, I got back into flipping homes because basically I know what I'm doing, and I really enjoyed it. And going and working on a house, when you do that, you actually don't have to get a gym membership and go to the gym. So I felt this is a really good way to get back into shape and do renovations and feel good and stuff like that. So again, a number of years ago, I started doing that. A few people saw what I was doing and said, "Wow, that looks real. Do you make any money at it?" I said, "Yeah, I do okay." They said, "What about this and what about that?" They started asking a lot of questions, and not just one. I mean, a whole bunch of people saw what I was doing. And I would answer their questions. And they said, "Well, I'd love to do that." Well, I showed them how to get their financing, how to find a home, what to look for in getting the home, giving them advice on how to fix it, what to do properly, make sure that they're within code, and so on and so on. And that went on for quite a while. And I'm giving all this advice basically for free. I thought it was pay it forward and, be a good guy. Which worked out very well because the number of referrals and that came through them. Hey, you should really talk to him about real estate was very good and very lucrative. But I thought at a point, I'm coaching these people, and there are coaches out there who do this and actually get paid for it. So I thought, well, I should start charging them something because they're now doing very well listening to what I had to say and adopting all the stuff that I had taught them. And that's how my coaching business started. So Real Estate Flip Mastery was started up, and I now coach in Canada and the United States. The way to flip a home actually is I have it down to a system, a very, very kind of neat and good system. And I don't care what city in Canada you're in, and I really don't care what city in the United States you're in. This system, or flipping a home, it works basically anywhere, which is really good news for them and really good news for me. So I'm actually starting to expand my business more in the United States right now, concentrating on that. And the reason is because the United States is 10 times larger than Canada, so there are more people that need coaching. I've talked to, flippers. Well, you're flipping a home. The guy says, "Yeah." I said, "Is this your first one?" He goes, "Yep." So, well, how you doing? Like, how long have you been working on this particular flip? 6 months. I said, "Really? Good for you. How long have you got to go?" "Well, we should have it finished by next month." And the way I do a flip with the system, I'm very careful on the properties that I buy. For a flip, I really don't want anything with structural issues that cost money and time. Everything that I do to a home basically is cosmetic. And typically what I'll do in a home, giving part of my coaching program here, I do a brand new kitchen, brand new bathroom, brand new flooring, professional paint job. 50% of the time we'll put in brand new trim. And when you walk into that home, when was this built? A couple of weeks ago? I mean, everything looks fresh and brand new. There are 4 numbers that I typically use in my formula to find out if a house is suitable for me. The first number on the bottom is what can I buy it for? And really, that's where you make your money, is if you buy it right. Second number that I use is how much is it going to cost to actually do, including labor, how much is it going to cost to do the renovations. And typically I'm around $25,000, Canada or the United States. I'm around 25,000, but I round it up to 30 because sometimes you just never know what you're going to get into or what you're going to find or what issues come up. So about 30 grand for that. I plug in the next number at $100,000 because that's the profit I'd love to make on this. Does that always work up to 100,000? No, but you remain flexible, but you have to put down a goal or a target. And the last number that I absolutely need is the ARV, or the after repair value. What is it going to sell for when we're all done? So there are my four numbers. If those four numbers line up, I move forward because it's probably a property that I would want to buy, want to flip, and want to sell. If the flip that I'm doing is not in my local city, because here I'm a realtor and I can do it myself, if it's in another city, I will partner with a realtor and I'll say, you start even before anything happens. I'm about to put an offer in this house, but what I need is knowing what it's going to sell for at the end of this. So you know the type of work I do, you know the type of quality of work I do. It's going to be beautiful. What will it sell for in this market in, say, a month, month and a half? And that the ARV number is very important because I have to be assured that it will sell for, a higher amount. I don't want to break even. And the other thing that I use the realtor for, not in my city, but in another city, another area, is I will hire him to list the property and happily pay the real estate commissions, not only of the listing agent, but pay the buyer agent also. So that's a little bit about what I do and how I do it. And by the way, all of my flips are done in 30 days. We can do tear out in about 2 days. Installing a new kitchen is almost nothing more than screwing boxes to a wall. Bathroom is, you got to install possibly a new tub, a new toilet. We put ceramic tile down in all the wet areas, kitchen and the bathrooms. And typically, to save time, I put down 24-inch square, either porcelain or ceramic tiles. Instead of laying, 1,000 tiles, you probably lay 18 of them and you're done. That's a little bit about, how I do what I do, how I do the flips, and also how I coach. As far as coaching, there's a lot more to it than you need to know. So that's why people hire a coach. And when I'm talking to people about the coaching program, they ask me a whole bunch of questions and I answer all of their questions. But the last question that, after explaining basically what I've just told you, one of the last questions that I ask is, listen, if I could show you how to make $100,000 or close to it, or maybe more, would you pay me, say, $6,000 for that information and stick with you and walk you through for the 3 or 4 month period it takes from the time you buy it until the time that it closes? Would that seem fair? Everybody says, yeah. I definitely would pay $6,000 to exchange it for like $80,000 or $100,000. And that is the purpose of coaching. To take somebody who's brand new and try and figure out what I have learned with over 30 years practical experience is impossible to do. You can't read it in a book, and you can't watch a YouTube video and learn everything you need to know. There's a lot of tips and tricks. So that's a little bit about the coaching program. That's a little bit about me. I actually have, going back just a little bit, 3 kids. I had the twins, and exactly 2 years later, I had twin girls, and exactly 2 years later, I had a son. So I do have 3 kids. They're growing up, they're gone, have their own lives and everything, which is absolutely wonderful. And all 3 of them turned out really good. Very blessed that way. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out, contact me. Email is probably the best way. I respond to emails really quickly. And the information will be in this video, up, down, wherever my assistant is going to place it. But, if you're interested in coaching, reach out to me. We'll give you a web address where you can kind of sign up and have a 30-minute Zoom call with me. Check me out, see if I know what I'm talking about. See if any of the tips that I give you over that 30 minutes sound like they might be beneficial. So feel free to contact me. I really look forward to you. I take on clients, like I said, in Canada or the United States, and I hope to talk to you soon. If you need my help, I'm here for you, and let's see if we can make some money together. Thanks a lot. We'll talk soon.